Hi boys and girls. So today we're going to do some lessons on solving problems, and to get us started we're going to do a little brain builder. But this one is one where you really have to listen to the instructions, okay? So it's kind of like Simon Says, but the difference is I'll say my turn like that, and I'll do something, and then you have to just listen the whole time. And you don't do what I'm doing until I give you the signal that looks like this. Your turn. I'll say those words. Try not to do anything or say anything during my turn. Wait until you hear the keyword, your turn. Got it? Okay, it's a little tricky. A lot of times you'll maybe see me doing something and you'll want to instantly do it. But challenge yourself to wait for the magic words, which are your turn. Okay, here we go. My turn, touch your nose. Your turn. Did you wait until you saw your turn? If not, it's okay. It takes a little bit of practice. My turn, touch your head. Your turn. My turn, clap your hands 3 times. Your turn. Good, you got better at that one, huh? My turn, go like this. Your turn. My turn, clap 7 times. Your turn. My turn, follow this movement. Your turn. Let's do 2 more, okay? My turn, put your hands on your shoulder. So, shoulders. Your turn. My turn, do a little boogie. Your turn. Good job. Was it kind of hard waiting for me to say your turn and not do it at the same time? Yeah, when I do this challenge, I find that to be a little hard to wait for some signal, but it's good practice and it's a good brain builder. All right, see you in a second for the next part of our lesson. Okay, boys and girls, in a lot of our lessons we've talked about how to calm down when you have a strong feeling, where you stop and name your feeling and take belly breaths. Well, today's lesson is going to be focusing on how to solve problems, okay? In this story, we have Javon right here. And he has a problem. The teacher has asked everyone to read a book with their partner. Javon wanted Van to be his partner, but Van chose somebody else. All the other students already seem to have partners. Okay. Think about how Javon feels. Some of you might be thinking maybe he feels disappointed or sad or maybe a little confused. Yeah, or maybe some other feeling you're thinking of. What clues can you use to tell how Javon feels? So you can probably look at his face right here, right? So, boys and girls, we've learned in class that if you have a strong feeling, you need to calm down. Do you think Javon's having a strong feeling? Does he look really, really mad? Or really, really, really sad? In my opinion, he doesn't really have a super strong feeling. He's just maybe a little confused or trying to figure things out, maybe a little bummed. But in my opinion, when I look at this young man, I don't think that he needs to do belly breaths or try to calm down. I think more he just needs to think of his problem and then try to figure out ways to solve the problem. Yeah, he's not at the point where he needs to belly breathe, huh? So the first step is saying the problem. And when you have a problem, it's really important to use self-talk and say what the problem is, either out loud or in your head. What do you think that Javon's problem is? Okay, So you might say, he needs to find a partner, right? He doesn't have the partner he was thinking he would have. That's the problem. Put your hand on your head if you have the same idea. Yeah. So Javon uses self-talk and says to himself, okay, I can't work with Van and I need to find another partner. Using self-talk and saying the problem to himself helps him understand the problem. So the next step is think of solutions. That means to come up with ideas on how to solve the problem. Javon uses self-talk again and says to himself, okay, what can I do? Pretend that you're Javon and think of 2 solutions to Javon's problem. You can pause it if you want to. Maybe you instantly thought of those 2 ideas. These are some ideas you might have thought of. He could perhaps get up and walk around the classroom and see if anybody else needs a partner. He could maybe see if it's all right with the teacher if he joins a different group. So maybe he could still work with Van. If he still can't find a partner, he definitely wants to ask the teacher to help him find a partner. Yeah, those could all help him solve the problem, huh? Here's what Javon does. He chooses to walk around the classroom quietly and he focuses his attention on the other children to see if there's somebody else without a partner. He finds Josie standing by herself and he asks if he could work with her. Josie's happy he asked because she didn't have a partner either. Winds up being a good ending for everybody. There's a part 2 to this lesson. And before we go to that, I want you to, okay, this is gonna be a little different. I want you to do the first things that we need to do when we have a problem, okay? So, stand up with me, please. Okay, so what we do if we have a problem, if we don't need to calm down, is we say the problem and then think of solutions. So, I want you to say those words. Say the problem, think of solutions. Did you say it? You didn't. Okay, say it. Say the problem, think of solutions. Good, okay. Now we're gonna turn around 2 times. 1, 2. Say it again. Say the problem, think of solutions. Good, now have a seat. Say it one more time. Say the problem, think of solutions. Nice. Now say it quietly in your head. Okay, I think you got it. Let's see if we can help Samara. There she is. She's watching Lucy and Paulo. There they are back there, Paulo and Lucy. And they're playing with blocks. They are make-believe pretending with blocks and making roads. Samara wants to join their game and she knows they will probably let her play if she's friendly and gives them an idea for making the game more fun. She's looking carefully at the toys in front of her to figure out what the most fun idea would be. Using self-talk, she says, well, I could tell them that I could make a zoo with all the animals. Okay. So, boys and girls, pretend that you're Samara. And I want you to look at the toys that are there. Get really close. Think about what you would do if you wanted to play with some other students and you had those toys in front of you. Good. I think you're probably thinking of some great ideas. Yeah, maybe could take the zoo animals and ask if they wanted to do make a zoo. Or maybe a business with the cars, maybe a car dealership. Yeah, there's lots of different ideas I'm sure you're thinking of. Here's what Samara does. She uses self-talk and she looks at the toys and comes up with different ideas. She decides the best idea is to say that maybe they can build a fire station together. Lucy and Paulo are super excited about that idea and they let Samara play with them. Okay, so instead It's totally fine to go up to somebody and say, hey, can I play with you? Because they'll have ideas too of what they're playing and how you can join in. But it's also fun to bring different ideas to a game and say, hey, what do you think about this? Like how Samara did. Yeah, it's fun. So today you've been learning about solving problems, and we're going to remember the keywords of say the problem, think of a solution. Good. And when you have a problem, it's important to use your self-talk to help you solve it. You can talk out loud or in your head. Talking to yourselves helps you not get stuck. So this week, if you have any problems come up, I want you to first, in your mind or out loud if you'd like it better, say the problem and think of solutions. And I know you'll think of a lot of them. All right, have a great day.